it's a look at the future of mall security, and this one doesn't have to clock in or clock out.
Great. He's always learning. He's learning new things about the property, little nuances, what should and shouldn't be happening on the property.
Parker the robot patrols around the clock at this Phoenix outdoor mall. Parker has complete 360-degree cameras, thermal vision, two-way communication, and even license plate recognition. Humans are involved because the data Parker collects is sent to a control room. Security officers show up quickly when Parker spots trouble, and no word on whether shoppers find Parker's roving attention a little strange. Could see those around the nation in the future.
Yeah.
Next at 5, we continue to follow breaking news.
Just a horrendous crash, leaving one dead and many more hurt.
I'm just still shook up about it.
What we've just learned about the cause. Plus, more backlash surrounding a law banning critical race theory. The Tulsa Race Massacre Commissioner taking action. How the governor is responding. And Lime scooters roll into another Oklahoma community.
We want to make sure that that people don't get hurt, that they're at the right age.
The close call leading to a new warning. Right now at 5.
You're watching Oklahoma's News 4 at 5.
And we begin with this, a horrific crash in Del City. At least one person is dead, 9 others injured, and debris scattered far and wide. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kevin Ogle.
And I'm Heather Holman. That roadway is still shut down at this hour. News 4's Austin Brissett joins us live from the scene. And Austin, do we know yet what caused this crash?
Yeah, Heather, Kevin, it was a vehicle traveling at a very high rate of speed, and losing control is what caused it. But OHP is still investigating what transpired shortly after that. Now, they say that the vehicle ended up getting split in half, with the other half of it sitting in the field here next to the street. The person who was driving that vehicle appears to be dead, and 9 others were hurt and transported to an area hospital. 6 vehicles total were involved in the wreck, including one woman who was right in the middle of it, saying she actually saw the initial car and what she says looked like a black Acura fly over hers. And she was still shook up about it as she was speaking to us.
He was going really fast, though. He was going like 100. It was just so quick. But I'm just thank God that we're okay.
Now, OHP does not have any updates on those 9 people that were transported to the area hospitals, and it looks like the scene is clearing fairly quickly. They still have one of the trucks and the other half of that vehicle still in the field here, and it looks like the wrecker vehicles have been out here for some time. There's still Highway Patrol as well as some Del City Police, but it looks like they'll be out of here pretty soon. For now, near Northeast 10th and Sooner Road, Austin Brissett, Oklahoma's News 4.
Now, first weather from the Forewarned Storm
Well,
Team.
now, how about this May 11th? They're record cold today and wet as well. Had a little small hail earlier. That's all moved on by, but the low-grade cloud cover, let me tell you, it's going to be tough to shake for the rest of today, tonight, and a pretty good part of tomorrow as well. So May's not coming back quite yet. This is more typical of late February, early March out there. Metro temperatures mostly in the middle, but a few lower 50s outside, and a brisk northeasterly wind. Wind chills are in the mid-40s. There are your Oklahoma temperatures, mostly in the 50s on this mid-May afternoon. Low-grade cloud cover. Rain has moved on by. There it goes. And rainfall totals here from a quarter inch to about an inch of rain. Little green numbers right here. Those are your rainfall totals. As we head through this evening, the rain will be only down in far southeastern Oklahoma, guys. Tracking the return of Oklahoma's severe weather. That forecast coming up.
See you then, my friend. Thank you. There is more fallout this evening after the governor signed a bill banning critical race theory from being taught in the Oklahoma classroom.
And now his role on the Tulsa Race Massacre Centennial Commission is in question. News 4's Caitlin Ogle is live at the Capitol to explain. Katie?
Well, right now, the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre Centennial Commission basically saying the governor has turned his back on the spirit of the commission by signing House Bill 1775 into law.
It's hard to see a path forward from this painful situation.
In a letter sent to the governor Tuesday, the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre Centennial Commission says passage of the new law is, quote, diametrically opposite to the mission of the Centennial Commission and directly reflects your desire to end your affiliation.
And if he won't step down, quite frankly, have him removed.
The president of the Greenwood Arts and Cultural Society agrees.
I don't think that a person's position should entitle them to do something when they know that their actions are completely a reversal of what the purpose of the organization stands for.
The new law restricts teaching of critical race theory in schools.
Verbatim, it reads, "No teacher shall require or make part of a course that one race or sex is inherently superior to another race or sex."
Those opposed say it will water down Oklahoma history lessons, specifically the Tulsa Race Massacre.
They're going to look back on this and they're going to say, well, yeah, I learned about it, but it didn't seem like it was that bad.
Tulsa City Council member and fellow commission member Kara Joy McKee.
I have a hard time understanding why the governor would both sign that and want to be on the Centennial Commission.
And late Tuesday, Democratic Representative Monroe Nichols saying he's stepping down from the commission, saying the governor has, quote, chosen to align himself with folks who want to rewrite or prohibit the full intellectual exploration of our history, which is in direct conflict with the spirit of the commission I joined several years ago. And the governor now responding to the commission's letter saying he's disappointed that, quote, some commission members feel that a common sense law preventing students from being taught that one race or sex is superior to another is contrary to the mission of reconciliation and restoration. And you can read the governor's full response over on KFOR.com. For now, we're live at the state capitol. Caitlin Ogle, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Katie, thank you. On Crime Watch, a new clue as police try to solve a deadly drive-by in Del City. Chopper 4 was over the scene last Friday. This was in a neighborhood near Southeast 15th and Bryant. Police tell us someone shot 3 teenagers, killing one of them before speeding away. Now, investigators are hoping these images released today will help lead them to the shooter. Police are now looking for the driver of this black Ford SUV. As you saw, it has damage to the front, so it should be easy to spot.
In Enid, a hit-and-run crash damages a business, but the driver responsible is nowhere to be found. These are new pictures of the SUV police are trying to track down. Investigators say the crash happened last month at Rugged Steel on South Van Buren. And now to new safety concerns surrounding those popular Lime scooters. The electric rides recently rolled into downtown El Reno, and as News 4's Bria Berry found out today, city leaders have an important reminder following a dangerous near miss. It's new at 5.
Just like that, enjoyment turns to danger. These Lime scooters are new to El Reno, but if you're not careful, they could be gone in a flash.
Oh, it's really fun. I mean, I love that you can get out and just ride the scooters.
These new Lime scooters are now rolling around El Reno.
And I went to go with one hand off and almost fell.
I think it's cool because, I mean, you can hang out with your friends.
But with the newfound fun comes a serious warning.
If you don't follow those rules, then you can get hurt.
It all started when police officer Troy George took to Facebook to warn parents about kids not following traffic laws after a close call while on patrol. He says it could have been deadly had he not made a complete stop.
Came up to a stop sign, a four-way stop intersection, and one of the juveniles, teenager, ran a stop sign in front of me.
Another problem, underage users. The Lime app says you must be 18 to ride. When parents consent, they become responsible for what happens to their child.
We want to make sure that that people don't get hurt, that they're at the right age.
To do that, police say they will be keeping an eye on riders. At the same time, they hope riders remember the potential danger of not following the rules of the road.
And every time, we get somebody that, gets on one of the scooters and whatever, there's always a possibility of something happening.
In El Reno, Bria Berry, Oklahoma's News 4.
City officials say they'll be tracking the Lime scooter rollout for the next month, and if it doesn't work, they'll make adjustments.
Now to the latest on COVID-19 in Oklahoma. The state health department confirming 85 new infections. One additional death was added to the CDC's death count for Oklahoma, and the number of Oklahomans hospitalized right now remains below 200. A young Oklahoman overcomes cancer.
And now he gets to enjoy life again.
This seemed like a really good opportunity to give back to somebody who really, really deserved it.
How the little boy is soaring to new heights with help from some Oklahoma airmen when we come back.
You're watching Oklahoma's News 4 at 5 with Kevin Ogle, Heather Holman, Mike Morgan, and Brian Brinkley. Oklahoma's News 4, looking out for you.
Welcome back. It has been a while now since we've been able to share stories of Oklahoma children battling cancer.
Well, today we catch up with an Edmond family who knew what it was like to quarantine long before the pandemic. News 4's Tara Bloom has today's Kids with Courage.
Don't touch that. Here we go. You ready?
Noah Branscombe is a little busy right now, learning to be a pilot.
Auto throttle.
For one day, this Edmond boy was allowed to do just about everything on Altus Air Force Base.
All right, you ready to come up?
Climbing into a KC-135 Stratotanker, or even pretending one is on fire. We first caught up with Noah almost 2 years ago. A 5-year-old then obsessed with Batman.
Well, this is the cape that Noah wore probably for the first 6 months after he was diagnosed, and he wore it everywhere, and everywhere we went, if there was a hole, he had to have it patched.
Noah's mom, Amber, carefully protected that cape because it helped Noah along his journey to beat leukemia. Fighting alongside him since he was just 3, his medical team at Jimmy Everest Cancer Center.
97.3. He loves superheroes a lot, and I think his parents and I use that a little bit as a common language to kind of explain procedures and things.
Just how strong he is.
You excited? You feel like you can do it? You up for it?
Fast forward to today, we're thrilled to report that Noah's put cancer behind him.
He had 3.5 years of active chemo, so he finished his chemo treatment in June of 2019. I would say this is one of the best things that I've ever had given to us as a family and Noah as a child, and it has just been the blast. So from the bottom of our hearts, I mean, it is just a big thank you.
This seemed like a really good opportunity to give back to somebody who really, really deserved it.
You want to jump on a plane?
Being chosen by the base for the Pilot for a Day program, a true bright spot in a family's life touched by cancer but not defeated by it.
Noah M. Branscombe completed the Pilot for a Day course.
Tara Bloom, Oklahoma's News 4.
That's fantastic. Sheridan Sunshine Foundation partners with Altus Air Force Base to give children the opportunity to become a pilot for a day. Sheridan is the daughter of a retired base instructor, and cancer took her life in 2011. If you'd like to help kids fighting cancer, consider supporting Jimmy Everest Cancer Center at jecfriends.org.
And taking a live look outside, the clouds are hanging around after a rainy start to the day.
Yeah, Mike, when's it going to look like May again around here?
Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find May. It's not showing up.
Where is it?
The wind chills are in the 40s right now. At least the rain has moved on out. When will May return? Well, I've got the answer for you, and that's next.